Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in on this beautiful day. It is July 21st, 2021, episode 26. If you're just joining me, I am Caryn Lutz, CEO, founder, and spiritual transformational mindset coach at On The Go Talent, and you could find me at Caryn Lutz, CarynLutz.com and onthegotalent.com. I just wanted to share my beautiful view this morning. It's been a very colorful sunrise, and I wanted to show you all that. So hello and welcome, and you can see it's kind of humid here. I am very excited to speak today to you all about one of my most favorite people in the world, if not the favorite person in the world, is my sister, Amber. Amber, to know her is to love her, is to know how incredibly special she is. And one of her special education teachers had told me that if she did not have Down syndrome, that she would be gifted. And that is so true. So let me tell you the story of Amber. So I was 8 years old in third grade when Amber was born. And to tell you the truth, and hello anyone watching, thank you. To tell you the truth, I remember getting the phone call. My grandmother was watching my older sister and me at the house, and I remember my parents calling because my sister was actually breech, and she was a month early and born really tiny at a little 5 pounds, 14 ounces. You know, I remember all the small details, but I remember getting the call and us being told that she had Down syndrome. And I had no idea what that was. I'm going to be quite honest. I had no idea what that was. And I remember like looking in the encyclopedia to see what that was. So that changed our lives completely. She is such a huge blessing. We didn't know, back then as a family, we worked together to make sure that she had everything that she needed, and still to this day, make sure that she has everything that she needs. She touches everyone's heart that she meets. So we had to learn how to adapt and what kind of special needs that she needs. So it was very interesting. We'd work with her, and one of the key components that my mom always refers back to is how singing and dancing brought her to life, and how she was able to communicate and speak to other people and just build her confidence around that. And it's so incredibly touching to watch that still to this day. Even as a little child, I remember her just watching, episodes of Sesame Street and just singing out loud and sitting with her. And I remember her first Halloween. I mentioned how little she was, that my older sister and I dressed her up in a little Cabbage Patch album or outfit. And I remember looking at that album, in my mind, and just seeing her in this little Spanish señorita costume. And that's one of my most favorite memories of her as like a baby. Another favorite memory, also my mom took this beautiful picture of her outside of the house on a bench with this beautiful straw hat. And we have that, posted up now on the wall. But Amber is incredibly intuitive, incredibly artistic, and so thoughtful. She still, to this day, will remember everyone's birthday, will write them a card, will write them, specific thoughts that she has. So I'm so grateful that she is so high functioning. And those of you who are just tuning in, I am talking about my wonderful special sister, Amber, who has Down syndrome. And if you are unaware, there is a World World Down Syndrome Day in March, every year, March 21st. And so that's 321, and it stands for that chromosome. And I like to participate in activities to help special needs children just like Amber. So Amber is now going to be 32. Oh my goodness. So she is able to work, and she loves her job. She works with other adults who have special needs. And let me tell you, she does not like to take off work. So sometimes we have to pry her and tell her, hey, you know, we're coming home, so you want to take off? So that's how dedicated this special sister is to helping others and just being social. And she's, you know, the life of the party. I'll tell you, one of the most special moments that blew me away. If you attended our wedding, she gave the best speech ever. Like, I don't even know where it came from. No prep, had the microphone, spoke in front of hundreds of people. That just goes to show you how incredible she is. If you're tuning in, thank you, and thank you for the support. I've chosen topics that have touched my life and have changed my life for good. And Amber is definitely one of those. I hope one day that you all get to meet her. I hope one day that I get to do a live with her. You know, unfortunately, I live in Florida and she lives in Pennsylvania with my parents. And hopefully, and it's one of the things that I'm personally working on, is to visit them more. Being my own boss, I have the luxury of that, and that's one of the things that I'm working on personally. So Amber is incredibly gifted. She loves to write her own music. She loves to draw, to color, and just be around people. A lot of people see how close her and I are. I remember being a little girl, because unfortunately my older sister and I haven't got along, and still to this day, but I pray she opens her heart. Remember praying for a sibling, and because there's 8 years in between Amber and myself, so I'm just so grateful. And then I prayed so hard that my parents had another one, which my brother Keith, after her, only 2 years after. So hi and thank you. It is so nice to see you all this morning, and I hope that I touched your heart. And if you haven't had a chance, I wanted to mention that I had mentioned earlier in the episode about Sesame Street and growing up, and one of my favorite episodes was the Christmas Eve special on Sesame Street. We're going way back, but that happened to be Amber's favorite song. So I remember on my Christmas album, I knew I had to include that on there, and I surprised her, and we surprised my parents, and we recorded that song together. And I remember Amber is like the best secret keeper, because I remember flying in as a surprise for her 30th birthday 2 years ago, and I snuck her out of the house and we recorded that song, and it was the most special moment ever. And you could find that on my YouTube channel if you look up Caryn Lutz, A True Blue Miracle. So thank you, Mark Ignafo and Danny DeMelfi and Taylor Sapp, for making that happen, because it was incredibly special. So I'm very, very moved this morning, and so grateful that I was able to share a little bit of my life with Amber. And she is stubborn at times, though, I must say. She is stubborn, and it's funny to watch that, because she will get frustrated, but she's very independent, and she knows a lot. You know, she's very intelligent, and I'm so grateful for that. But she is my princess, and I love her dearly. And thank you, anyone who has tuned in this morning. I hope you take a moment to think of others with special needs and think of how you can help them and what you could do to make the world a better place, to make sure that they have a wonderful environment to live in. So just keep that in the back of your mind. You know, we're all here on this earth together to make it a better place. So I'm going to end in prayer. Dear God, thank you so much for this beautiful day. Thank you so much for my sister Amber, who is an incredible blessing to the world, to everyone that she is around. Please bless anyone who needs help dealing with any kind of hurt that they have going on in their life today. Please help anyone who is struggling. And please bless all of our special needs, children, adults who are around us. Keep them safe. I thank you all so much for joining me on this beautiful Wisdom Wednesday. God bless.